Question number 8. If 3 cot A equals 4. So first let's see where theta will be. You can see this is cot A, right? Which means if you look at the right triangle, theta will be at A. You can see, right? Now that means this is our AC is our hypotenuse, BC is our perpendicular, and then AB becomes the base. Alright. So once again, this 3 here will go down to the denominator, and it will give me here, which in turn it will become 4k by 3k. Alright, check whether we actually see whether left hand side is equal to the right hand side or not. Alright, so I've taken in right triangle ABC, right angle at B, right angle at B. Now let's say cot A. Like I said, this 3 will go down to the denominator. Alright, and this is what we'll get. Once again, the k are there because they're in ratio. Alright, and what are two sides corresponding to cot? Base and perpendicular, which means 4k is our base and then 3k is our perpendicular. So you can see 4k, 3k. Now let's find the hypotenuse by using the Pythagoras theorem. I've already written for us here, right? So AB is how much? AB is 4k. So 4k square plus BC is 3k. So 3k square. 4 4 is 16. K into k square, which is a 9, and then k square. If you add these two, 16k square plus 9k square, you'll get 25k square. So once again, this square here goes to your right hand side, becomes root of. Alright, and we know 25 is the square root of 5, right? So I'll have here 5k, which means our third side is AC, the hypotenuse is 5k. Now that we have all the sides, let's first check the left hand side. Alright, so left hand side they have given to us 1 minus 10 square, 1 plus 10 square. Let's see what do we get. So remember, this is our hypotenuse, this is our perpendicular, and then AB is our base. So what are two sides for 10? Perpendicular by base. Alright, perpendicular by base. So perpendicular is how much? Perpendicular is 3k, so I've written 3k. Base is 4k, so I've written 4k. Same thing for our denominator. Okay, 3k by 4k. Alright, once we're done with that, let's open it up. Then 3 3s are 9. K into k square. Alright, then 4 4 is 16, k square. Alright, so same thing for our denominator also. So now once we're done with that, remember that 1 is here, even 1 is here, right? So if I try to find the LCM of this top one, it will be 16k square. Alright, so you can see from here 16k square. Now what is my first numerator? 1. So I've written here 1, and then 1 how many times is 16k square? 16k square. Next, my numerator is 9k square, so I have written then 16k square. How many times is 16k square? 1 time. Alright, so we'll be doing the same thing with the lower one again. Alright, if you look here again, this lower region, remember that 1 is here. Alright, my LCM will be 16k square again, which I have written here. Now let's start again. So this 1 right on the numerator. Alright, then 1 how many times is 16k square? 16k square time. What is my next numerator? 9k square, so I've written 9k square. Then 16k square, how many times is 16k square? 1 time. Alright, so that is what I've written down for us. Alright, once we're done with that, I can divide this and this, denominator. Alright, then 1 into 16k square, minus 9k square into 1, minus 9k square. Same thing, 1 into 16k square, plus 9k square into 1, plus 9k square. That is what we will get. Alright, now once we're done with that, 16k square minus 9k square, I'll get 7k square. 16k square plus 9k square, I'll get 25k square. I can divide k square and k square. My answer left for the left hand side is 7 by 25. Now let's find the right hand side again. So right hand side is cos square A minus sin square A. So once again, this is our hypotenuse, this is our perpendicular, and this is our base. What are the two sides for cos? Base by hypotenuse. What are the two sides for sine? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So base is how much? 4k, so I've written 4k. And then hypotenuse is how much? 5k, so I've written 5k. Alright, if you look at sine is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So perpendicular is how much? 3k. So 3k, hypotenuse is 5k. Okay, so now let's multiply them again. 4 4s are 16, then k into k square. 5 5s are 25, k square. So you can see 25k square. 3 3 is a 9, k square. So 9k square. 5 5s are 25, k square. Alright, so you'll notice here that if you look at the denominators here, 25k square, 25k square, which means they will have the same LCM also. LCM will be same because their denominators are equal. And because their denominators are equal, just write down the numerators direct. Okay, 16k square I've written here. What is my next numerator? 9k square. Just write it direct if their denominators are same like this. Alright, then 16k square minus 9k square. When you subtract these two, I'll get 7k square by 25. Once again, divide this k square, I'm going to get 7 by 25, which again, if we go back to your left hand side, what is our left hand side again? 7 by 25, which means both our left hand side and right hand side are equal.